Iyo. Iyo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your locations. Iyo. I know sure say Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be our president. And Nwike go forgive this man for what he talk for this video. When I see this man, what did they call Sowolu? He get what he talk about our president. Wow, I want make una here. I beg us to watch this video. Make you share them. Iyo. I watch this video.
Knows where Tinubu graduated from. Only Tinubu himself. Nwike has 2 birthdays as a person. Nobody can tell you that this is how Nwike actually, where the year he graduated from law school. Everybody just saying that Nwike is a lawyer, Nwike is a lawyer. And you cannot hear any case that Nwike has ever won before. When the president of the country, Nigeria, cannot trace where he got his certificate from. He can't. There is nobody who knows where Tinubu graduated from. Only Tinubu himself knows the university he graduated from, the university he went to secondary school at, the university where the primary school he went to. So it's natural that certificate forgery will no longer be a crime. It's going to get to a point where everything you think is a crime will no longer be a crime in this country, including drug peddling. They will soon tell you that it's not a crime to carry cocaine and distribute heroin. That anybody that's doing it is doing legitimate business. So that is why I'm not surprised to hear that certificate forgery, because most of the people in leadership in Nigeria forge their certificates. That's the truth. Tinubu, nobody knows where his certificate came from. Nwike has 2 birthdays as a person. Nobody can tell you that this is how Nwike actually, where the year he graduated from law school. Everybody just saying that Nwike is a lawyer, Nwike is a lawyer. And you cannot hear any case that Nwike has ever won before as a lawyer. You talk about Akpabio, I think he's a lawyer too. Maybe those ones, I don't know. But anytime you see them in the political circle, just know that they have done something funny and fake with regards to their certificates. So you have a lot of them like that in the system that can't prove to you where they genuinely went to school and who their classmates are and how they graduated. Most of them graduated, they didn't do NYC. And they went and forged the certificates, NYC discharge certificate. I did NYC, I wasn't given a certificate, but I didn't forge the certificate. They are still with it today. I say when they are tired, they give it to me.
Last week, you and I Barrister advocates for the case trial. This alleged husbands.
Yeah.
Also advocate that they should allow their family to see it. But that attracts a lot of backlash from
Against who?
From the APC Tinubu supporters. Some people accuse you as supporter. Your reaction to that, sir?
I'm not aware of any backlash, but you have said that APC people is always against rule of law, they're against fairness, they're against transparency. That's what the party represents, so I'm not surprised. But even Tinubu himself, when he was still part of, when he was living the fake of a pro-democracy activist, he was accused of treason. And people defended him at that time to say, look, if you're accused of treason, which is the same thing the soldiers are accused of, you should be given fair trial. Abiola was accused of treason. He was granted bail. It's one of the most popular cases we cite when we are asking for bail for accused persons. That the fact that you are accused of a capital offense does not make you automatically guilty. And anybody who has been accused of treason, if there is a treason case, you should allow them to prepare for trial. Under the military, everybody accused of treason was allowed to defend themselves. And you see them, they will show them, they allow their families to visit with them. So why should we be under democracy and people are accused of any offense for that matter? And we already presume that they are guilty because we are accused of it. So what happens to presumption of innocence? So I don't pay attention to all those APC people. They should be careful. And it's very important. One day they will be out of office. They will be accused of offenses and they will not be running after looking for Shore to come and help them fight for their innocence. We just talked about Malamitu here, who was here today. That's how they used to behave. They will grant people bail, they will be cordial, they will not respect it. Now, they're asking for respect for rule of law. The same thing with Rufai. When he was governor in his state, they did as if the world started and ended with them. Now, they're asking for the rule of law, transparency. They're asking for fair trial. What we are asking for is fair trial. And if you don't have any case against them, just swallow your pride and let them go. It's as simple as that. So but they know the game they are playing. Because if they've been detained for 5 months, now going to 6 months, and you claim publicly that you have already concluded your investigation, put them on trial. There's no big deal about that.
Sheikh has just said that the federal government knows all these terrorists by their name, and he does not go alone to negotiate. He goes with the police, the military, and other security agencies. And what do you think about this? Because the federal government...
I've spoken about Sheikh Gumi before. And if you remember exactly what I said, that he's not a foolish man as people think he is. He's actually a smart person. He might be smart for different reasons, and he might be egregious in his ways. And they have just told you what I always known. He's not telling you anything new. All these terrorists are in bed with people in government. Whenever there is mass kidnapping, why do you think that government is able to hear from the terrorists? Because they have their phone numbers. If they call one side, the one in Niger, those ones we give them the telephone number of the one in Katsina. They say, no, it's not us, it's our friends in Katsina that did it. That's how they know Gumi is not lying. There's no major terrorist and there's no major criminal in Nigeria that is not known to security agencies. But you even find kidnappers doing MCs at the children naming ceremony of police commissioners in Nigeria. They know themselves. They help themselves. I once told you last year that there's a guy who is into fraud that was given an office at the Nigeria Police Headquarters, one Jesha. So how he's not lying. They know all the if they want to wipe out the terrorists today, they know where to get them and wipe them out. They know it. I'm not in government, and I'm not any of the security agencies, but I also know that government knows these terrorists. In fact, so many of the terrorists, they call up people in government when they are bored. They say, what's happening now? We haven't been allowing us to operate. We want you to leave some areas for us. So it's very true. He's not lying. And that is why we always say that government in this country is a crime. People in government, yes.
What is your reaction to the Nigerian spokesperson that trying to defend himself? He's trying to defend the government that has already rubbished before the international team.
We are talking about that a lot of states are going to be besieged by terrorists and bandits. Terrorists is what we know them as, but when they call them bandits, just to make you feel a little better. But they do the same thing. Now, these bandits have reached Ondo State.